Hello everyone, it is Nancy Taylor here. This video is new tips for the interactive mock lessons that you teach. Mock 1 and Mock 2 are now interactive for the Level 2 lesson. Ooh, ooh. So I'm going to go over the instruction for these lessons, and I'm also going to go over 22 things that are on the rubric. There are 22 things that you are graded on. You will do a great job, I promise. As long as you do your homework, you practice, homework, practice, and then have fun and be yourself. If you are just copying someone else, that would be really hard because I have to think, oh, how did so-and-so do it? How can I mimic that? Be yourself. However, you do need to apply the strategies and techniques that are taught to you because they are specific to online and ESL. Okay, so apply them. Alright guys, let's get started. I am going to go over the IPAED. This is how you will instruct. So I do is introduce, we do is practice, and then the third one is apply, and this is the you do. The student does it on their own. And this is Jack, he's 3 months. He's an angry elf. They'll send you a PDF of what they've already learned, the words they've learned, the sentences, the questions. Just familiarize yourself so you really have a good grasp of a Level 2 student, and you can have a conversation within those sentences. It will say I-vocabulary, and what does that mean? It is important to understand the curriculum, the PowerPoints, how they flow, so then your prep work is lower and you know exactly what to do on each slide. It's important to know that so your instruction is the most effective. And I'll save you a lot of time by not making you do all the homework. Just watch this video. Now at the end I will put below my information, I will put my email and as well as my referral link. Those that are my referrals, I do share. Are you guys crooked? You're okay? Look a little crooked. Yeah. I do a walkthrough of the lesson. Why do I not share that on YouTube? Because I show the PowerPoint, I show the interactive features, I am there in the classroom. Those are all confidential for VIPKID. So I will only share those with those that have applied, that are very serious about this, and those that are going through my coaching systems. I introduce. Let me show you.
This is how you introduce a new word. Ball. 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 Yes. Dino. Hello, Dino. Dino. Whose ball is it? It is her ball. Yes. Jack. Whose ball is it? Yes. It is his ball. Good job!
P is your practice. I'm practicing with the student. We're doing this together. This is the we do.
Kite. Circle, kite. Good. Doll. Circle, doll. Do you like dolls? Yes, good job. High five. You get a dino. Hop, 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 hop. 1, 2.
And then the third one is apply, and this is the you do. The student does it on their own.
Ball. Drag and drop. Yes. What do you see? ball. I see a ball. Good. What color?
What is the E? It is extension. One slide, it's the free talk. That is your extension slide. That's where you can really have a conversation. Make sure that you read through what the student knows. They'll send you a PDF of what they've already learned. Just familiarize yourself so you really have a good grasp of a level 2 student, and you can have a conversation within those sentences.
Do you throw a ball? Good. What color is the ball? Yes. What ball is it? It is a soccer ball. Good. Do you fly a kite? Do you like kites? Good job, Jack.
D, this is their demonstration, not to be confused with modeling. I'm not modeling the demonstration. Demonstration is your student output. They are demonstrating what they've learned. They are demonstrating to you that they can use the sentence, this is his ball, this is her ball. That is their demonstration. IPAED. IPA is most frequently used, extension and demonstration. Demonstration is overall. Can they demonstrate that they have learned the objectives of the lesson? That's just your overall umbrella. That's your overall goal. Like I said, student output. Hi. Now let's go over the 22 things that are on your rubric. I'm going to explain these, and keep in mind that your mentor does have this rubric in front of them. They are acting like a 5-year-old child. They're taking notes to the side. So if you're thinking, oh man, I forgot to do this, oh man, I forgot to do this, it'll just mess you up. Just go with the flow. It's not going to be perfect. In my video, if you're one of my referrals, if you see my video, it's not perfect. I don't expect myself to do it perfectly. I don't expect to get a perfect score. I just don't, because I'm human, and you are human too, unless you're an alien. Are you an alien? Are you an alien? Kinda. Just do your best. That's all that matters. Practice, 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 and then have fun and do your best. No stress, right? Relax. Don't do it when you want to get to it. Number 1, your introduction. That first slide, you want to introduce yourself. Hello, my name is Teacher Nancy. What is your name? You're using TPR, you have props to show your name, you have Teacher Nancy written behind you, whatever you have for that introduction. Then you ask a rapport question. It's usually, how old are you? Or how are you? You can ask either one of those questions. I usually ask, how old are you? So make sure you ask a rapport question, and then I introduce the lesson. For this, I just circle the word toys. Show a toy. You got it. That's it. Number 2, pacing and timing. You want to spend about 1 minute per slide. Now slide 1 and 2, your intro slide, and then it has your objectives written on slide 2. Just skip that. Don't read those. Your student will be like, huh, what? Number 3, lesson preparation. So as a mock class mentor, we are looking to see if you're reading the instructions as you go. If you're like doing the drop-down menu and kind of skimming it before you instruct, if there's a long pause, we know that you're not quite sure, oh, what am I supposed to do on this slide? It is nice to have the drop down come down just so you can hit those target sentences, but you don't want to be reading them on every single slide. It will slow you down, and we will pick up on, oh, they're not prepared, and they're not as prepared as they should be. Number 4, supplementary tools. You need to have 2 different props. So if I have Manycam, that's a digital prop, I need to have a 2D prop as well. If I have a puppet, and then I need to have a whiteboard, that's 2 props. And you also want your reward system. I know your reward system is interactive, built into the PowerPoint. Have one of these as well. When you're a teacher yourself, you can decide if you just want to use that interactive one time or throughout the entire lesson. But for your mock class, try and use both. And if you do want to mention stars, you can. There are no stars in your mock class yet. Maybe there will be in the future. Am I boring you? Jack, come Come on, man. When you are a teacher, give them stars. You click on the star, it goes. Know that when you're a teacher, you need to give them stars. Number 5 is your use of props. So if I'm holding my prop up, and let's say that it's coming out of the screen over here, good job, Timmy. Yeah, we need to scoot back, have your prop in the screen. If I bring it close to you, I'm not talking. They need to see my mouth. So if I bring it close to you, it's just so you get a better view. Here's my prop. You get a better view. See that? Nicknames are Jack-a-Rack-a-Tack, and Dave calls him Gus Gus, because he looks like a little mouse on Cinderella. I'm sorry, buddy. I love you. Number 6, mastery of English. So if you are making grammatical errors or if your English is not up to par, you will be marked down on that. I would say this is something that's rarely marked down on. Just make sure that you're speaking correctly. So we don't say like, no circle. That's not correct grammar. So avoid sentences that are not correct grammatically because you're trying to simplify them. We don't want that. Number 7, this is your speaking speed. It is a bit slower for a level 2. So I take a breath. Hello! How are you? That's about the speed you go. Now, once you hear your mock class mentor speak, or your student when you're an actual teacher, make sure that you match their pace. So if they're speaking a lot slower than you, slow down. If they're speaking a lot quicker than you, then you can speed up a little bit. Number 8. This is your incidental language, and this is something I see a lot of. So if you are a veteran teacher, you've taught for 20 years, then oftentimes they're excellent instructors. They're excellent teachers. They know how to teach objectives, but they haven't had a lot of exposure to ESL students. And I'm just saying this as a general theme. So for this, you are avoiding transitions such as now you are going to, or let's begin blah, blah, blah. You do not want to have extra verbiage or extra phrases that are not in that previously learned document. Number 9, TPR. I have a video all on TPR. I will link it below. That is your total physical response, your nonverbal communication. You also want the student using nonverbal communication. You want them interacting, doing actions, connecting, so your kinesthetic learners can really get a full instruction. Number 10, demonstration. So, woo, this is not the demonstration like the instruction I shared. Where's my baby? My mom's here and she's holding my baby. Modeling. It's labeled as demonstration on the rubric, but it's how you model for the student. So this is the introduce in the 5 IPAED. This is your introduce. I just ran up the stairs. That's embarrassing. Do you show the student how to do it? Are you just verbally telling them what to do? Or are you showing them? Show them. Okay? Make sure you show them what to do, and that will make a world of difference in their understanding and comprehension of what you want them to do on the slide, to say, model. Number 11, full sentences. So if the student says, if you say, what is your name? And they just say, Timmy. Wow. My name is Timmy. Yes. So make sure that they are using full sentences. Number 12, correction. Your mock class mentor will make some mistakes. Now, they're not going to be making a plethora of mistakes. They shouldn't be, but you're just frazzled like, I'm correcting everything. They will make mistakes. Maybe they'll drop a in a sentence. I see dog, I see ball. You correct them, I see a ball. A ball. I don't say, no, bad. Oh, let me get the spear out of my heart. Just show them correctly and then have them repeat. You want to make sure that they use it correctly in the future. If they don't, just know when you're a teacher, you want to use extra time to re-hit those things that they miss and then leave it in the feedback for the parents and for the next teacher so they know that something wasn't mastered in that lesson. Number 13, this is your repetition. When you're teaching a new word, when it says vocabulary, introduce, so I-vocab, I use that word 3 times. My older students, I use it maybe once or twice because then they'll read it in context, we'll go over the definition. Number 14, your feedback. So halfway through, you'll teach for 15 minutes in your Mock 1 and Mock 2. Your mock class mentor will pause. So after you've taught the level 2 lesson, you'll stop and they'll give you feedback. and then they grade you on if you apply that feedback in the next lesson. Now, don't feel like you have to master all that they tell you to do. Just be in tune. Don't just like be saying like I always do. In one ear, out the other. Number 15, the lesson objectives. These are slide 2. You see the lesson objectives there. What sentence are you teaching? What phonic sounds are you teaching? Make sure that you teach those. And they're even in the drop-down menu. If you need to just have it drop down, you hover over the arrows and it drops down to tell you on this slide. It has in quotation marks, ball. This is her ball. This is his ball. 16, lesson extension. This is the free talk slide. It's built in for you. So extend. This is part of the IPAED. Oh, that finger's so hard to hold up. Your extension could be, what color is this? Or how many are there? Extension for level 2 is very simple. Number 17, this is your teacher talk to student talk. With a level 2, it's 50-50. And we want to cater not just to have a parrot. We don't just want this to happen. Hello, hello, how are you? How are you? Your level 2 students will repeat everything you say, like a robot. So make sure that you give them opportunities to answer questions. Whose ball is this? This is his ball. Number 18, this is patience, your wait time. You're online, give 3 seconds at least. I say it, I wait. I know that you're balancing pacing, you're balancing the sentence, correcting their grammar, correcting all these things, but wait time is huge. They need to think, they need to translate, they need to, and then bleh, give it to you. 19, attitude is how are you treating the student? Is there a good rapport? Is it great atmosphere? Do they feel comfortable? Are they ready to go? Are you smiling? Use your smile. And you genuinely care about the student and their success. We're almost there. Number 20 is your energy level. You need to maintain it throughout. So as the teacher, you are the engagement. You're giving high fives, thumbs up, knuckles, ba la 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 la. Make sure that your engagement is there. If you see the student starting to scribble on the screen, you're taking too long with something, you've lost their attention. So your energy level is ba, 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 ba. Number 21. Rewarding. This is verbal praise. Great job. You're rewarding them with your supplementary reward. Pick a color. Red. Batman. 22. This is overall. So overall are using TPRs, they're high energy. What's the overall feel of the classroom? If it overall feels like you genuinely gave it a go, you knew all of these things that the mentor was looking for, and you did your best, then they're going to score you well here. Did you use the ESL techniques? Or did you have TPR? Was your screen good? Did you have a background, good lighting? I know it's a lot and in a short amount of time, but the good thing is this is your training. So once you're finished with your training, I mean, you can do workshops. It's the time eases. You're working on bookings. It's more on your clock, not on this timeline of get it in within 3 days. Okay, are you getting it in? Email, email, email. It's because they need to get you through the training in this amount of time and then shine, shine, shine. All right, guys, those are the 22 things on your rubric that you're scored on. Remember the format for the new instruction on this interactive these interactive lessons, IPAED. We are looking for that in your instruction, and it will help you out. You'll see it in the top right of your PowerPoint slide on what you are doing. Are you introducing it? Are you doing it with the student? Or are you having them do it on their own? Those are the 3 IPA are the big things. I do, we do, you do. And then the extension, you can find chances to do that depending on your student's level or what level they're playing. But there's also a slide built in for that, and demonstration overall, the umbrella. Are they speaking English? Overall, are they demonstrating that they can use the sentence objectives? Are they demonstrating that they understand the sounds, the phonics, all that good stuff? Happy teaching. Make sure that you are taking time for yourself. What a great opportunity it is to work from home, to be your own boss, and I love sharing VIPKID with other people. So I'm glad that you viewed this video. If you're listening now, watch the whole thing. Congratulations. You made it through. Now I'm going to go feed my baby. Goodbye.